Every KYC system in crypto today works the same way. You hand over your name, your date of birth, your passport, your address, and all of that data either sits on a centralized server waiting to be hacked, or worse, ends up on chain where everyone can see it. What if you could prove you're a qualified investor without revealing who you are? Here's the scale of the problem. There's over $500 trillion in real-world assets globally. Real estate, bonds, hedge funds, shares, commodities. The promise of blockchain is to tokenize all these assets and make them tradable 24/7. But there's a catch. Regulated assets require compliance. You need to verify investors are all enough, from the right jurisdiction, wealthy enough, and actually understand the risks. Traditional blockchains makes all of that public. Your identity, your balance, your verification status visible to everyone. And that's why institutions won't touch it. The compliance requirements and the transparency problems are directly at odds. Brick Towers built a different approach on Midnight. Instead of proving who you are, you prove what you qualified for. Are you over 18? The contract verifies a ZK proof. It learns yes without ever seeing your birth date. Is your nationality on the allowed list? The proof confirms it without exposing your name or passport number. Do you have enough assets? The contract checks your balance exceeds a threshold without knowing your exact wealth. Did you pass the accreditation quiz? The answers are verified against a commitment hash. Nobody sees the expected answers. 4 checks, 4 green checkmarks, 0 personal data on chain. That is what zero knowledge proof makes possible for regulated finance. Now, here is the clever part, the cryptographic bridge. Your government issues a passport signed with standard cryptography, P256 elliptic-curve, for example. That's great for the traditional world, but you can't efficiently verify P256 signatures inside a secret circuit. The math doesn't fit. So Brick Towers built an identity API that takes the government verified credential and resigns it using the JubJub elliptic-curve. JubJub is embedded in BLS 12381, the same curve Midnight uses for its ZK proof. That means JubJub signatures can be verified inside the smart contract's ZK circuit at reasonable cost. So, government credentials, then JubJub resignatures, on-chain ZK verification. That's the bridge from traditional identity to privacy preserving compliance. Let's be precise about what stays private and what doesn't. The chain sees proof valid or invalid. Nationality code, because the contract needs to check allowed jurisdictions, and coin value above the threshold, because wealth verification requires it. The chain never sees your name, your date of birth, your passport number, your exact wealth, your address, none of it. The investor proves they qualify, the contract confirms it, and the actual identity data never leaves the investor's local machine. And this is what makes it real for institutions. Tokenized hedge funds, shares that can only be traded by verified, accredited investors without a centralized KYC database to hack. Compliant DeFi, where the rules are enforced by math, not by trust. Global access to regulated assets without building a global surveillance system. Privacy preserving compliance isn't just a nice to have. For the multi-hundred trillion dollar real world asset market, this is an unlock. If you want the full technical breakdown of how the JubJub signatures and the ZK identity verification actually work under the hood, the deep dive is coming next. And if you want the entire Brick Towers real-world assets platform walk through architecture by architecture, contract by contract, the build session covers everything. We help teams build exactly this: privacy, enhancing technology with smart compliance for regulated assets. Links to everything in the description, including how to work with us. And if you want direct access to the team for your specific questions, check out our memberships. Post your questions and get expert answers. See you next.